18-year-old in serious condition after rolling vehicle. Hundreds celebrate as young condors soar for the first time. And your local weather forecast coming up with highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the weekend ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. An 18-year-old man is in serious condition after a rollover crash on I-15 near Pinchura Thursday evening. Around 4:50 p.m., the man's Kia Optima veered off the road, striking a crash cushion and a twin-post I-beam sign. Utah Highway Patrol Lieutenant Cameron Rodden confirmed the driver was wearing a seatbelt and the vehicle's airbags were deployed. Emergency crews from the Hurricane Valley Fire District treated the man on the scene before he was flown to St. George Regional Hospital by Intermountain Life Flight. Distraction may have been a factor, though the cause remains under investigation. Hundreds of visitors gathered at Vermilion Cliffs National Monument this weekend to witness the release of 4 endangered California condors, including a miracle chick raised in captivity. Here's Alicia Lundgren for the full story.
Last Saturday, an estimated 700 people gathered at Vermilion Cliffs National Monument to see 4 endangered California condors take their first flights in the wild. The event was a return to form after releases were canceled during the 2023 season due to bird flu, which killed about 21 condors. The Peregrine Fund's California Condor Program Director, Tim Houck, discusses.
We were reeling. We were hurting a little bit. We had the avian influenza that killed 21 of our birds in just 3 weeks, and it was incredibly impactful. We all felt it, this team felt it, and the population felt it. So this is an opportunity to get back out here with you all, the public who make all this possible, and celebrate National Public Lands Day and the condor release and add 4 more birds to the population. So I'm really excited to be here. I hope you are too. Yeah!
The 4 young condors were identified as 1209, 1213, 1236, and 1221. Brianna Bodie, a condor biologist with the Peregrine Fund, said that Condor 1221 is also known as Malagra, the miracle chick. Malagra's mother died of bird flu, leaving her father to incubate her egg alone.
So he was very slowly starving himself to death in a cave with potential for infection with a deadly disease. So we intervened, and Aaron Rannon, actually one of the longtime crew members who also works with search and rescue, repelled in, and they grabbed the egg, removed it from him so that he had the chance to go and feed himself, brought it down to our partners in Liberty Wildlife, who incubated the egg to hatch, and then brought the chick up to our program in Idaho, where we have our condor breeding program, and she was paired with a mentor and a foster parent, and she has been hanging out with them and is back with us to be headed out for her first flight today.
Condor 1209 was the last bird to fly, following 1213, 1236, and Malagra.
Thanks, Alicia. Now we'll take a look at your weekend weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. In St. George today, we are seeing sunshine and a current of 97, with a low tonight around 64. Tomorrow, expect similar conditions with a high of 99 and a low of 61. Moving into Sunday, temperatures will stay warm with a high of 98 and a low of 63. For Mesquite, we've got clear skies today with a current temperature of 104 and a low of 71. Tomorrow's forecast calls for a high of 103 and a low of 69. On Sunday, the heat remains strong with a high of 104 and a low of 72. Lastly, in Cedar City, it's cooler with a current of 84, dropping to 49 tonight. Tomorrow, we'll see a high of 83 and a low of 47. By Sunday, temperatures will remain mild with a high of 84 and a low of 50. Now we'll head over to Jill Paulson for your update on the Southern Utah real estate market.
Here are some staging tips for fall that will help make your home cozy and chic, creating the perfect autumn vibe to attract buyers. Layered textures. Drape cozy blankets, arrange soft pillows, and place plush rugs to make your space feel warm and inviting. Neutral and warm tones. Use earthly hues like burnt orange, deep reds, and soft browns to reflect fall's natural beauty. Natural elements. Bring the outdoors inside with pumpkins, pine cones, and fall foliage for a seasonal touch.
Thanks, Jill. Canara Falls, one of southern Utah's most scenic hikes, now features custom-designed rusting steel stairs, replacing the previous aluminum set for improved safety and accessibility. We'll go back to Alicia Lundgren for the details.
Canara Falls' iconic wooden ladder stood at the waterfall for about 30 years before washing away in a flash flood in 2021. It's now been replaced by a set of stairs designed by Andy Funderburk, who said he hopes it will match the original ladder's overall aesthetic while being a safer alternative. Equipment and materials for the stairs were flown in by a helicopter from Southern Utah University's aviation program. Then, it was completed by crews inside the slot canyon over several days.
Thanks again, Alicia. A life-sized cutout cow from Santa Clara's Swiss Days Festival made an unexpected stop atop St. George's iconic Sugarloaf, giving the Washington County Water Conservancy District some unintended publicity for their lawn replacement program. Here's Maury Kessler with the story.
You know, I appreciate a good prank as long as no people and property aren't hurt in the mix.
That was Doug Bennett, the conservation manager for the Washington County Water Conservancy District, as he recalled a joke played on the Water District by an unknown party last weekend. This was the first year the Water District participated in Santa Clara's Swiss Days that was held the last week of September with a plywood cow of its own. The event celebrates the city's Swiss heritage and features wooden cows sponsored by various groups that often sport colorful designs or serve as bovine billboards for local businesses and other parties.
We were pretty proud of our cow. We came up with a couple of catchy slogans, but we're encouraging people to consider landscape alternatives.
It is a common practice for the Swiss Days cows to be set up along Santa Clara Drive a few weeks before the event and also stay up through the weekend afterwards. However, it was the Sunday following the Swiss Days event that Bennett noticed his cow was missing.
And as we're emerging where my cow is supposed to be, there's nothing. She's been rustled. And so I'm like, what happened to the cow? And one of the people in the car goes, I saw something on Facebook about a cow being up on Dixie Rock. So I was like, well, okay, 2 and 2 together. Our cow is missing, and there's a cow on top of Dixie Rock. And a lot of people thought that we put our cow up there, but we most certainly didn't. So some jokesters decided to pick her up and take her up there.
As for the Water District's lawn removal and replacement program the cow advertised, Bennett reported that 1.8 million square feet of grass in Washington County had been replaced with water-efficient landscaping since the program began in December 2022.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.